Let's just do this fucking thing.
Right now? You just want to do it?
I just want to talk football. See where it takes us.
I gotta go turn all this shit off now.
No better time than the present. Feel better?
Mm-hmm. How do you want to do this? Senior Jim.
Well, welcome to the Bang Bus Football Podcast, where every inch matters. We need to come up with a slogan.
That's the slogan. He's just fucking slanging it right off the bat. Just every inch matters.
Welcome to the Bang Bus Football Podcast, where every inch matters. Thumbs up.
Thumbs up, he says. Fuck. Okay, what can we do for an intro?
I think we just start roasting.
Yeah, I need to pull up a list of team names here.
Go to yeah. I'm just looking at career records. CJ.
Just start there.
We'll just start here. I mean, CJ.
Is he number one?
He's number one. CJ's at 62 and 30. CJ's the type of dude that everybody loves to see lose. And he's just going to keep winning.
And that's all he does.
He just keeps winning. He drafts bad every year. At least he drafts decent.
No, he drafts like random sleepers that pan out, like fucking James Robinson off his fucking ass.
That was a hell of a sleeper, hell of a draft pick. He talks shit, arrogant. That's just who he is. He'll admit that.
He's just
and he comes out and he wins every week. Guy. Absolutely. Every week, though, he's a tough matchup. He's going to put his team together.
All right, you're next. The Commish. The
Commish.
Commissioner Jim.
57 and 32. 2016 champion. Made the playoffs every year but one. What is this now? Is this the 6th year, I guess? This would be our 7th year. Damn.
Brennan said on the 2-pint conversion podcast that this was 2015 was our first year?
Yep, 2015. Trent Elder was our first winner there. I mean, what is there to say? I mean, I'm the commissioner. I get shit on. I can't do anything right. That comes with the position. Great power comes great responsibility. I'll take it. I found that I don't know. I feel like I take it pretty well, but we're just playing fantasy football at the end of the fucking day. Bubba Weiler.
Bubba.
Only undefeated season. Bubba. Man, he was run on highs there.
Biggest rival, apparently.
His head was huge. Yeah, he called you out. The 2-pint conversion.
Call me out.
I was kind of surprised by that. But looking at, the rest of the league, like, who is he going to call out? Honestly.
Well, original member of the Big Three. That's key there.
Yeah.
I always keep that. Do you notice there in the records there, we are in the top 4. So I do enjoy that. Bubba, the undefeated season.
I will say, we're talking about Big Three. I do. I mean, I'm just reading it. It's facts. You are the fourth member there on the Big Four. Just saying that you need to get back up in the top three.
Yeah,
I would just use that as motivation because,
if I have to play Brendan twice a year, I mean, it's every year now. It's been 3 years in a row I've had to play him.
You don't have to do it this year. I know that for a fact.
Well, that's good news because it's been rough, Jim. It's been rough. I finally beat him once last year, though, so that was nice.
About time. But every year we know Brendan's going to put a team together. He's going to come with his shit ready. He's going to make the most trades. He's going to always be on the transactions.
5-page Excel guy at the draft.
Right.
He's got guys highlighted. He's just everybody that you pick. He's like, oh, that was
that's who I wanted.
Pick. Yeah,
that's who I wanted.
That's Bubba.
But I'll admit he always plays it well. He always gives it his all. Always making trades. I mean, he did fucking sneak one on you for Zeke. Got a first out of you. Yeah, but that is a keeper though.
Yeah, no, looking back, the first isn't great on my part, which, you just kind of have like FOMO for the draft.
Definitely.
But, it's all right. I got Zeke. He's slim. He's ready. He's ready to run. He's fresh. I'm excited. 15
well, and Dak coming back. Dak's coming back too. Dak was out all last year. Most of last year.
I like CD. I'm a big fan.
CD's good. Cowboys gonna be good. All right, on to you. On to Al.
It's me. Can't talk about myself.
No, you can't. I'm gonna be honest. I think you're. How do I want to say this? You don't come prepared, and you could be way better. You're literally fourth in wins, and you could be up there, touching 60 if you would just put in a little bit of fucking research pre-draft. No, you won't even print anything out.
No. All on the phone. I'm phone.
You won't bring a highlighter. You don't. Nope. I mean,
not even a pen. Nope.
I honestly don't even know if you might look at it like the day before, like actual just like rankings, and then you just go off of big names, the Cam Newtons, the Lamar Jacksons.
Yep. Play a lot of Madden. Got good football knowledge. Watch a lot of Red Zone. It's in there. It's just.
But I mean. The numbers speak for themselves, 45-45. You're Jeff Fisher of our league.
That's all right.
But you are fourth. And so I don't know if that's kind of saying something that you're fourth and 500. And we've got fucking 14 players in here.
Competitive.
Team owners.
Competitive
bunch. Like I said, overall, you always end up at least having a good season, fighting for the playoffs. But if you would just put that extra little work in, oh, man, you still wouldn't be better than me. But Travis Greither.
Better than him. Terry Flavor.
What do we say about
Rise
Terry?
to power. Recent. Started off slow.
What do we say about Terry?
I did draft. He had the number 1 overall pick in our inaugural season. Took Adrian Peterson. I took Le'Veon Bell with the number 2 overall pick.
Yep.
And Le'Veon, up until his shenanigans these past couple of years, was always just the better pick. And
so, how long did you have Le'Veon?
Until
last year.
Draft. Yeah, I kept him every year until this previous
So for 5 straight years, you kept him. Okay, I just wanted to make that known.
Kept him through the holdout. Kept him through the weeds. Kept him through the baby mama drama. Everything.
Baby mama drama? I don't remember that.
I'm a ride or die Le'Veon guy. Guy puts up numbers when he plays, man.
Yeah, at least
you don't call out Andy Reid. That's just.
Yeah, that's fucked up.
You can't tell people that you like him after you do something like that.
Right.
I do have him rostered though, so if he wants to go somewhere interesting, maybe
very well could
let me keep somebody other than Lamar Jackson.
Very well could.
But throwing that out there. Terry.
What were we talking about? Oh, Terry. Yeah. Terry. No, I agree. You were saying that he is recent rise among the ranks.
Just a rise to power.
Which I don't think he had made the playoffs prior to last year. I think that was a fact. If he had, it hadn't been very much. Maybe once or twice. So Terry Flavor is a recent all-in type of player for us.
44-45.
I mean, it's pretty good.
That's not 45-45.
It's not.
But
it's not.
You know, it's close.
It's pretty good though. He had double-digit wins last year.
Yeah, he's got Kamara and Devontae. I mean, that's a two-headed fucking monster right there. But I don't know, Devontae, no Aaron Rodgers. That makes it interesting.
It's true.
You think
true.
He's just...
Yeah, I think he kind of had a fluke year. He's probably better than, he'd probably come back to average, is what I'm trying to say this coming year.
Always ends up with Mahomes, didn't he? You have him last year, too? He keep it?
Yeah, that's what it was. He kept Mahomes.
And he traded for Devontae. Traded Langer.
Yep. Kept Mahomes. What else about Terry Flavor? Man, I mean... Self-proclaimed, what is it? Supervisor of morale for the league?
No, he actually recently got a promotion today. Hang on.
Self-promoted?
Yeah, no. This is a big deal. Hang on.
Can't wait to hear this.
Terry Flavor.
Breaking news.
Breaking news. Terry Flavor has been officially offered to become the new owner of the Burritoville Firefarts. Flavor previously served as supervisor of morale. So
what changes now? Because can we give Trav any credit for his past teams, or for last year's team? I mean, that's all Terry Flavor.
I mean, supervisor of morale just kind of sounds like the kid that you let be on the team.
Yeah,
he's given the jersey. And
definitely. If you're picking dodgeball, he's like the second. There's 3 kids left. You're weighing your options, and you pick yours, and you're like, please pick. It goes back to the other team, and that team's like, please pick him, so I don't have to pick him. And of course, he doesn't get picked, and he ends up on your team, and just
get out every time,
and just
obliterated from the side, just completely destroyed.
Honorary water boy
right in the head.
Is all Trav is. Terry Flavor.
Big news.
But he talks a big game. We'll see if he can back it up this year. He's got good players. If he drafts well, which I think he's got quite a few draft picks. Let me see here. Let me pull that up.
First reported by Adam Schefter, by the way. So Adam Schefter's all over this. That's good.
Yeah, let me keep these draft picks out. Oh, he doesn't even have a first.
No.
That's right. Yeah, Trav's fucked this year. Terry Flavor's fucked this year. Man, imagine taking over a team like that.
No first
rounder. Brutal. And imagine if Aaron Rodgers doesn't play, Devontae Adams, his value goes down by a tremendous amount.
Yeah, I'm not a big believer in old Jordan Love, I don't think.
I mean, who would be at this point? Hasn't done anything. But we'll see. We'll see where Terry Flavor takes it. I don't want to spend too much time on him because that's exactly what he wants, is for us to talk about him. I think we just need to keep it moving. But his butt buddy is up next, actually, in what's his name? Holden Two Dicks. Is that his?
Also a member of the Flavortown gang. I would
Flavortown gang.
Somewhat of a rival of the Big Three. They've recently actually been good, so it's been entertaining anyway.
Right.
A little bit of friendly competition. We're not just running away with the league like we were before.
Yeah, no, they've tried to put up a fight.
What I revealed to Commissioner Jim last night, I was saying Holden Tudyks for fucking ever. That one really right over my fucking head. Holden Two Dicks is how that is
Jesus.
It's just for clarification.
Yeah.
2019 champion, Taylor Sauer.
Yeah, 42-41. He's another guy. He's gonna put a team together. Might not draft the best.
CMC.
In my eyes, in my opinion. But, yeah, I mean, he's had to fight for the playoffs just about every year. I know that.
Rode the 3 tight end trio to the championship, I believe, in 2019. Is that correct? 3-headed monster at tight end, 1 tight end, and then 2 in the flex as well.
Probably.
Andrews and Travis Kelce.
Yeah.
Stupid stuff like that.
When he was doing a monopoly of the tight ends. Mm-hmm. That is how he won. I forgot about that. That was a crazy. Was that when he beat Ultimate Sleeper by half a point? Or was it the other way around? Did he lose by just the Ultimate Sleeper by half a point in the championship?
We'd have to go back and check the scoreboard on something like that.
You're supposed to be the stats guy. You're supposed to know that stuff.
I do enjoy the stats, but I don't remember what I ever looked at this morning, Jim.
Yeah. Okay. We'll work on that.
Okay.
What else to say about Old Holden?
Terry's flavor of the week. Forced to rename his team.
That's right. We do need to mention that. So they made a bet with the old Burritoville Firefarts last year.
Pitch.
Was it to lose in the playoffs? Whoever beat the other team in the playoffs, the other team got to pick their team name for this year. So Burritoville Firefarts won. What is the old number Sixers? That's what it is. Beat them, and he had to change it from that to Terry's flavor of the week. So spicing it up, I guess. That was the first time for that one.
Up and coming member of the Bang Bus League.
Up and coming.
Although I'm just not really CMC and I guess Travis Kelce, DK, AJ Brown. Probably AJ Brown. I don't know. He's a Titans guy.
He'll probably keep AJ and CMC. Yeah. I had to guess.
Don't love that. Probably has some picks somewhere. He always has picks.
He has. Well, no, he traded his first rounder to Grimmer for DK.
Jesus.
So that's why.
People about firsts.
So Tongue Brady has the first pick overall.
Mm.
And Sauer Holden goes to pick 28.
Eek.
It was pretty brutal.
That is brutal. That's a hell of a swing.
He's got some good keepers, though. He'll put a team together. And I wouldn't be surprised if he made a trade to get up into the first or maybe early second. Who knows? He's one that likes to make trades, so I could see it happening. For sure. Andrew Lang, I think Andrew's a little underrated when it comes to fantasy football. He's a nerd. He loves the podcast, loves doing the research.
Most improved player.
Definitely.
When we started the league till now,
I would agree with that.
He's definitely came along. I don't know if he cared as much in the beginning, but definitely into it now, obsessed with it.
Yeah.
On all the Twitter stuff, listening to all the podcasts.
And he is the crossover between us and 2 Pint Conversion, or whatever the fuck they call themselves. Our sister league, right?
This like Liddy League or some
Liddy League.
Like yeah, I don't know.
It's fucking lame.
I'll come out later.
But Lang, I mean, everybody knows the story about Lang last year selling his team way too goddamn early. His team was loaded and just sold it for picks. What does he even end up with? So he has 20 picks out of the 18, and he doesn't even have his first? Oh, he has 2 firsts. He would have had 7th overall pick, but now he has, what is that, 12 and 13? Because he traded away. So I like the idea. I like that he likes making trades. He does that quite a bit. He's always pretty involved with it. But he definitely sold off way too early last year. His team could have been way better. I know injuries hurt him too, but yeah, he's a big Bengals guy, which is fucking weird. Who actually likes the Bengals if you're not from Ohio?
I say he's going Jonathan Taylor.
Do you know anybody else that's a Bengals fan?
No. I can't honestly say I know one other person that's a Bengals fan. Like an actual Bengals
Are
fan.
Bengals fans even Bengals fans?
No.
They've been bad for a really long
Lang's
time. How can you like legitimately root for Andy Dalton when he was there? How is that like any bit of exciting? But
they're kind of cool now, though.
They are kind of cool. They are kind of on the up and coming. Joe Mixon, Joe Burrow, drafted that Clemson kid, T. Higgins. Jamar Chase. They just drafted him. Yeah, they're putting together a little squad. I think they got a left tackle finally, too. They drafted an Alabama kid?
I feel like they completely ignored getting a lineman. They just got more playmakers. Feels like very good.
I think they got someone. I could be wrong on that, but we'll fact check later. Probably not. Anyways, who else we got? Andrew Lang. Yeah, so that's a good synopsis on Andrew Lang. Trent Elder, Billy Bob, Wild Bill.
40 and 50.
40 and 50 is actually kind of surprising because
inaugural league.
I mean, in all honesty, I don't think he really gives a shit. He's there for the guys, which is fine. I can't hate him on that.
Who doesn't like to hang out with Billy?
Right. And, I mean, he puts together a fighting team. And I know last year it was pretty bad. Ended last place, I believe.
He's loaded with picks, though.
Yeah, he's got a fuck ton of picks. And that's the one.
This year.
And that's the one thing is, I say Bill doesn't give a shit, but he does make trades and loads up for the next year and tries to get in it.
He stays competitive.
Am I worried about him? Absolutely not. But he's a champion. I'll give him that too. He was our first champion. Maybe that's what it is. He won the championship and now he's just like, I'm good. You know? Who only won one championship? Kurt Warner?
The damn to win. Yep. No. Yeah.
Well, they went to the Steelers.
He went to 3.
Right. And I know Bill's been back. Just never won it again. But 40-50 is actually kind of surprising. But I guess last year just left a bad taste in my mouth, I guess. I don't know. Which I thought he was right. Which, yeah. First champion, though. Got to respect that. He did it first.
Tina.
Timbo.
Mr. Rogers' neighborhood. Not so.
What is he? Is he kept
neighborhood right now?
Has he had Rogers for the past 3-4 years now at this point?
Yeah, I mean, it came to the point where he was just drafting him absurdly early just to make sure he had him on his team.
Well, he traded last year with Sauer. Sauer gave him like an easy, something discount during the draft. But Tim's gonna bring it. He's
just like to hang out with.
He's gonna be there. He's gonna check it out. Put the time in, I guess. Put a team together. He's gonna give us his $100 and call it a year. So I'll take your money, Tim.
I feel like the only thing we can talk about is just Aaron Rodgers. That's gotta hurt because Tim is an Aaron Rodgers fanatic, worships the guy.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know what kind of football state he's in right now.
I don't know.
If I was a Packers fan, I don't know how excited I'd be for this season. Like, yeah, there's just something wrong.
Corner. First pick.
Yeah, they did.
I mean, they got the king kid
are they like
North Carolina, right?
No, J.C. Horn went to the Panthers.
J.C. Horn.
He was an early ass pick. Packers were like mid-20s and still took a corner. I can't even remember who it was. Was it the Notre Dame kid?
I don't know. We should have pulled that up beforehand.
That
comes back to being prepared.
How did we know? We're going to look up the fucking Packers first-round corner pick for fantasy football. Yeah, 39-43. Man, it's real tight here in the middle, though. I mean, you're literally just a few games from dropping down to 8th. One season away.
A lot of options for keepers for him. It'll be interesting to see what he does.
Julio. What else you
got? Gibson, Jacobs, Jefferson. I mean, he's got to keep Justin Jefferson, I would think. Julio.
You think?
Who knows what happens with Rodgers? I mean, how do you not keep Justin Jefferson?
Yeah.
I
don't know why my mind went to Antonio Gibson. He's not a keeper worthy. You could get him in the first. Do you keep Jacobs? I think you might keep Jacobs, though.
No? Does Kenyon go in there? Yeah, I mean,
Kenyon did go there.
10 back.
Kenyon.
But
no, I agree with that. I think Justin Jefferson is a stud. You put up like 1,400 yards.
I'm stupid.
Beat Randy's.
Randy Moss. Yeah, when
it's insane.
Like that, you're just.
It's insane. Moving on. What do we got? The Jeffco. What is this team? The Jeffco Cookers. Is that it?
Very fitting. Very fitting.
Old Jet.
Logan.
When did he come on? Was it the 2019 probably? Probably his third year.
Plays Justin, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, one of them. Yeah. Because Vaith replaced Justin.
Yeah.
Jet replaced Brett. Because then Jet got AJ
right,
Green.
That's right.
But I think Jet's underrated, man. I mean, his record says that 25-21. I mean,
if always gets an injury bug, like he's always
right,
something like that happens.
But he like
Chubb getting hurt in the middle of the year last year kind of messed them for a little bit.
And Dalvin Cook too.
My
Dalvin had
Chubb and Dalvin Cook. Sheesh.
Right, great 1-2 punch. I think Logan Jet's overlooked every year when it comes to fantasy football. Personally, I'm sure I think he's a nerd too, so he's probably nerding out and looking at all the rankings, listening to this shit, and we don't even realize it. But 25-21, that's good. I mean, if any of us are like that through our first 3 years, that's impressive.
That's where you want to be.
Absolutely.
Oh yeah, he made a pretty deep playoff run. I feel like both times too.
Groomer, the butt of every loser joke. Always going to be at the end.
Photoshopped holding the last place trophy.
Yeah, he's going to end up paying double this year. Would be my bet. And it's not even, and it's really not even from the lack of trying on Groomer's side. I legitimately think he's just bad at it. Does that make sense?
Broncos fan doesn't help.
That's true. How can you, in your right mind, play fantasy football correctly if you're a Broncos fan?
I mean,
but I do think that he puts the time in, or at least comes somewhat prepared and looks at shit ahead of time. Because he likes making trades. He likes being involved. He likes doing that shit. It's just his drafts. I mean, I could close my eyes, pick random numbers,
throw darts at the board,
and I think just put together just as good of a team. It's kind of impressive when it comes to 21-61. It's kind of hard to even
percentages next to that. That would be nice.
Yeah.
It would.
It's like 0.25, 0.15, something like that. Not great. But gotta love him. Just because he sticks around. He takes the heat. Yeah. Gotta respect those guys.
Donates the money every year.
Loves donating. Works hard just to give it to us. So you gotta have him around. It's a free bye week every week. I'll take it. You gotta have him. On to the champ. Reigning champ. I think we touched on him a little bit, but 17-30. First 2 years were fucking atrocious. And then, by the grace of God, aka the commissioner, won the league. What?
All I'm going to say about it is it causes me physical pain that he is the champion of our fantasy football league. It's an embarrassment to the people in this league.
I feel
the
that
knowledge that they have.
Yeah.
And I mean, we have coaches, we have quarterbacks, we have guys that just live and breathe
that love fantasy football.
And he is our champion.
And it just hurts so much because he knows that too. He knows it. And the bigger his arms get, the bigger his head gets. And the fact that he won the national or the fucking fantasy championship is in
postcards.
I don't even. It does. It kind of makes me sick too. Now that I really think about it.
I'll have to throw that up on the YouTube. The picture of him in the tub with the cash, his earnings, his winnings.
Yep.
I mean, the only guy I've ever also seen to have another man draft his fantasy team, the guy he replaced in the league.
That's so true. That's so true. That's the weakest move ever. Literally, we had a guy in the hospital with a broken arm, broken leg, draft his own team from fucking FaceTime. And this kid had someone else do it. And had a god-awful year that year and sold really early and then loaded up for this year. Or this past year. And is how he won. God.
Unloads week 5. Gets all the picks. Really just fucks up the balance of everything.
I'm just picturing him in that stupid bathtub. You know, he went to the bank and just said, give me 1,000 ones.
The teller just pissed.
It's like, what?
He's
the type of dude to like take him back too.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
Deposit them back after that.
He's like, hey.
He'll even wrap them for you.
I got all I needed out of these. I need you to put it back into my account now. And she's like, you're going to make me count 1,000 ones? Yeah. Fuzz. The reigning champ. Got to give him the respect.
He won.
Got it done. He won. I can't talk anymore about him. I just got to get past that. Brett. What is it? What's his name here? What he just changed it to something here? Fill Me Holes, which is a total Brett team name, I feel like.
Oh, fuck.
That's hilarious. That's a good one.
Left, came back again. Happy to have him.
Happy to have him.
27 career record.
So
I feel like that needs to be highlighted before anything else. 10-27.
10-27, and again,
a former donator.
And that's why I think Logan Jett is so impressive that he's 25 and 21 and put up those kind of numbers.
Took over that team.
And took over that team. Absolutely. That same team. Okay, but back on to Brett. I think the Rams leaving really hurt his football love, which is honestly, I could say that for a lot of these guys because most of them were Rams fans. But I think with Brett, that really just crushed him, and he couldn't just watch anything fantasy. And when did the Rams leave? Was that 15? 2014? Yeah. Something like that? So that was like, it was right around the time that we started this. And, I mean, the record speaks for itself. He didn't want to do shit for 2 years. Barely got by. But he always loved being around the dudes. We always loved having him. Fantasy, though, I don't think he was into it. Record shows that. Very glad and happy to have him back. I think the expansion in general is awesome. I think it's going to do a lot. Hopefully it defers tanking a little bit, just for the fact that it makes draft picks lose Uh, depending on perspective, makes them lose value just because there's more. But honestly, the earlier ones makes them more valuable in my eyes. But it's just it's just a give and take. But anyways, back to Brett. I think he's going to come back and he's going to have a different mindset than when he did when he first started, and he's going to get those competitive juices flowing, put some time in, put a good team together, and make some good moves. So I'm excited. I'm excited to see what he does here. Just touching on the expansion again. We started with 12, went to 14, added 2 teams. It is a 2-team keeper league, or 2-player keeper league. So how we did it, we gave these expansion teams a comp pick, extra third round at the end of the third round, 15 and 16. They get that extra pick, and then they also, 1 week out before the draft, we lock our keepers. Everybody makes their picks who they want to keep. There's going to be the keeper pool, and those 2 expansion guys are going to have 1 choice from the keeper pool, which I'm excited about. What do you think about all that?
I think it would be really interesting to see how Brett and Artie go, like, strategize about it, going in with how they use their picks and the keepers and what's left over, and then just like them being at the front of the draft and,
right.
and all of that.
Right.
I think it'll be interesting to see how they do all of that.
Me too. Because
and just kind of see what's available, even, because there's going to be some solid guys there.
There really is, and I don't think they realize the type of guys that are going to be there. Good keeper worthy players. Mm-hmm. And we won't really see until all the locks play out. But I mean, just looking at teams, the guys that still have 3-4 keeper worthy players, like someone willing to give up a draft pick. Does the team that need them have draft picks to give up? Is it something worthy? So we'll see how it plays out. But I'm with you. I think it's exciting. I think it's going to be cool how they do it, because I know Brett. I mean, Brett has his own idea of how he wants it to play out with the picks.
Oh yeah, he's scheming on it. That's for sure.
Right. And I think it's a lot. It says a lot about the guys that had early picks too. To be able to get these guys, expand the league, add 2 guys, them knowing, Grimmer has the first overall pick. Like, that's 2 top players right off the board. And he knew he was going to have an early pick, before the end of the year when we drafted and when we voted on this shit. Yeah, when we drafted, right. So just for those guys to be able to, put that aside and be like, yeah, we want these guys in here, I think that says a lot. I think it's for the betterment of the league.
It's gonna make the league deep. It's gonna make guys like Alan Lazard valuable.
Yeah,
it's random things.
Really
like
could,
that.
Especially having as many spots as we do, between DPI and 2 flexes, and I think yeah. So, which leads us to our newcomer. New kid on the block.
Big Fudge.
Mr. Flash of the Mouth, won't stop talking. Team Warner. Excited to see what he does. I don't think, actually I have. I've been in fantasy leagues with him in the past. I think he actually won. Now that I think about it, which I didn't really put this together, I think he won the league that I was in with him last year. I think we both went to the championship and he beat me.
Oh,
I just thought of that. So, I hope Warner loses every game. I beat him just handedly, and he donates his money. What do you think about Warner? What do you think he's going to bring to the table?
I think he's a sneaky guy, sneaky competitive guy. Watches.
I agree with that. Big Packers fan. Second Packers.
Big Packers guy. Yeah, another Packers guy. So I think we have just a deep league of guys, a bunch of good dudes that are always watching Red Zone, always looking at stuff, living it basically. And I think it's gonna make the draft crazy with 14 teams. all the trades we have, all the guys with multiple first round picks, guys like me with no first round picks. I'm excited.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I agree. It's going to be a fun one. I think we finally gotten to the point too with the league with I know we just had a couple of rule changes today. Obviously, it's during an expansion, but to the point where it's like we know going into the league, it's going to be run well when it comes to points and like the setup and playoffs, and we're starting to really get into the groove of how things work. I mean, we're not going to change the payout structure for a long time unless we up the money, of course. The point system, I think, is just about right. We don't do kickers. We don't do defenses, with IDPs. And it's just going to be interesting adding 2 more guys. I don't think people realize adding, 36 players to rosters, how much that's going to affect.
A lot of guys. Whew.
How much that's going to affect the my math right there? Yeah, it is right. 36. 18 times 2. It's going to affect it. And we do the, the $100, waiver cap, waiver money, whatever they do that. So, I mean, it's always an even playing field between everybody because of that, but it's
important to get them guys early, I feel like.
Yeah, definitely.
Now with it being so deep.
Definitely. But
it's not going to be
don't want to
there week 12.
It's that perfect combination of getting the good guys early, but not spending all your money to where you can't get anybody you need. Somebody goes down later in the year, so be interesting. What are who do you think's the sleeper of the year? Who do you think could be could win it all? And maybe they're not even a sleeper. Who do you think, just off the top of your head?
Man, just from talking about it earlier, Logan with Dalvin Cook and Chubb. That's just a monster, man.
Pretty nasty.
What do his draft picks look like?
It's pretty nasty. Yeah, I got him. Sowers, he has Holden's 5th and my 2nd. Didn't trade a single one away.
Jeez,
he's the 3rd pick overall.
That's my pick of a guy to look out for.
And he's got my early 2nd. I think that's a great pick, to be honest. I don't know if it. Not him.
It's becoming a pride thing with you. I feel like
it really is. It kind of is, and so I need to get over that. Because if I put this out into the universe, I can't get it back at this point. You know what I mean?
No.
And so this is something that I need to really lock in on. Oh man, I think this is the first year that we have 2-time reigning champ.
Oh.
So obviously that's, at this point it's half the league as one. Once at least. We were going through Sauer's team earlier. He's got keepers for days. He knows how to put a team together. He's locked in to football.
Terry's bitch? You're picking Terry's bitch.
I think Terry's flavor of the week can be our first 2-time. And I hate it. I hate to say that.
Oh, God.
I am putting that out there.
He's got a 3-legged dog.
Yeah. Yeah, it's pretty bad. Let me see. Let me make sure where his picks are here.
No, you already said it. It doesn't even matter.
It's true. Oh, that's right. He traded away his first. Yeah, like I said, even without having the first overall, he's got all those guys that he could trade away. He's going to get something. He's going to play it smart. He's way smarter. I said this last year in the group message, and I sounded like an asshole after I said it, but he's smarter than people give him credit for. And it's not the fact that people think he's dumb. It's because he is a fucking schemer. He's the Loki of the league. And he's the god of mischief. And he loves to push buttons and blow the wind one way and let everybody run that way just because he did it. And I respect the fuck out of it. You have to. And I think he's going to be our first double champion. And I fucking hate to say that. But it's true. And I gotta say it. But that's saying if I'm not the champion, he's got to get through me. I don't know. You're keeping Lamar, so I'm not picking you for goddamn
MVP,
sure.
Baby. Let's go, Lamar Jackson.
Who's going to finish last? Who's your shit pick?
Uno momento.
Take your time. This is real big important.
Vaith for sure.
Vaith? You're going champ to shit pick?
Mm-hmm.
Paying double? That's a bold though. He doesn't have any keepers?
I mean, like Kittle and Mixon.
Mixon's going to be good. Diggs is going to catch 100 balls again.
Yeah, probably.
Bills are going to be good. They're going to be slanging that thing. And Diggs is going to get all.
Nope, I'm shitting on Vaith again.
All right. I mean, your pick is your pick. I got to respect that. I was just asking why. I can't agree with that one. I think Vaith has too much. What did he give up? Let me see what his picks look like. Oh, shit. He is missing some. Doesn't have a second, third, or fifth.
Mm-hmm.
It's probably a pretty good pick.
Just on a streak of luck.
Luck. It was a fluke season. And Lang's dumbass putting in a player that he wasn't supposed to. Got Vaith the win. But regardless, in the past, I'm sure we'll hash that out another time. When we get somebody else on the podcast, we'll talk about that. But my pick, shit pick. My shit pick. I'm going to go. I love this guy. I love him to death. But it's kind of, we talked about Brett being, his attitude changing about football once the Rams left.
You about to crush it?
I'm about to go Tim Schumer and say he's the shit pick of the year.
Oh. He
knows football. Don't get it twisted. He knows football. He loves football. But when his favorite player sits out, it's real hard to watch football. And it's real hard to look into it and be invested. Schumer has all of his picks. He's not missing anything. We kind of
with a new team name.
Yeah. Oh man. Oh God. You're right. Mr. Rogers' Neighborhood is no more.
I mean, unless he's just gonna roster him on the bench for old time's sake. It sounds like something I'd do for Cam, but
I could see that actually. I could definitely see
Ride
that.
or die, baby.
Like I said, I love Timbo, but man, it is hard to get invested when a guy like Aaron Rodgers decides not to play. The leader of your favorite team.
Right.
But thank you for listening to the Bang Bus Football Podcast, where every inch matters.
Oh, I was supposed to.
Yeah, we were supposed to do it together. Let's try it again. All right. Thank you for listening to the Bang Bus Podcast. Oh, no. I'm sorry. Scratch. All right. Well, thank you for listening to the Bang Bus Football Podcast, where Every inch matters.
Okay, never again.
That's the ending.